back, everybody. We're still doing the show. Thank you for being here. You know my guest tonight from such movies as The Proposal, Pokemon, Detective Pikachu, and as the ever-cheerful Deadpool. Please welcome to A Late Show, Ryan Reynolds. Ryan, thanks for being here.
Oh, it's very nice to be here, Stephen. Thank you for having me.
Who's with you? You're hunkered down in the Reynolds bunker. Who's there with you?
I'm here with my wife, Blake, our 3 daughters, 5, 3, and about 8 months. Those aren't their names. Those are ages.
No judgment.
And my mother-in-law here she's also
nice.
here, which is really, actually, she's been a lifesaver. It's been incredible to have her here. And she doesn't know it, but she's emergency food if this gets real.
Sure.
So yeah, but it's great having her here as well, just to help.
We all are in the end.
Yes, we are.
That's why I keep myself so well marbled. I'm just thinking of my family.
100%. I will not hesitate to eat the children.
You got to be firm.
Snacks, right? Yeah.
So wait a second. You're the only man in a house with 5 women?
Yeah, I'm doing my part to wipe men off the face of the earth. So.
And is that good for you? Is that a nice, refreshing change of pace, or do you miss masculine company like mine?
I do not miss masculine company at all. Really, most men tend to just be the architects of someone's demise. So it's fine. I like just being here with the girls. I like doing the girl stuff. I like, I try not to push sort of gender normative ideas on my kids as they were born, but each one, when they came out that chute, they were just, they really wanted to make dresses. They wanted to dress in hot pink all day. So that's what I do. This morning I made dresses out of tissue paper, which was fun for them. Yeah.
That's nice.
Not bad at all, right?
How's it going? Project Runway with a box of Kleenex.
Right. This is what we're doing. We're developing the skills that are going to take us into the new world.
You're making it work is what you're doing, Ryan.
100%.
So what about personal grooming? Obviously, you're a star. You're radiant with your own beauty. Right. What are you doing about your own personal grooming now that you're locked inside?
Well, I think tomorrow, I was working on a film up until 2 weeks ago, just a little over 2 weeks ago. We shut down in the middle. Thankfully, I got a haircut on the day we shut down. I was thinking ahead. And then tomorrow, Blake is gonna give me a haircut. She's done this once before.
Yeah.
It took 2.5 hours. And then at the end, it looked like she'd done the whole thing using only a lighter, or like those, those gloves that are made of sandpaper. It would have been a little faster, more efficient. She just wore it down. If she just rubbed my head till the hair just disappeared. So tomorrow I'm getting a haircut. I'm very excited.
A lot of people are trying to come up with new ideas of how to pass the time when they're stuck indoors. What are you doing to fill the empty spaces?
Oh boy, we are doing a lot of homeschooling. We're lucky enough to have a little tiny garden, so we're learning a little bit about gardening. We're trying to make this an educational experience, but I'm mostly drinking.
Okay, well, you've got a head start on most people because you have your own liquor company.
I do. I own a gin company. It's a blessing and a huge curse.
Tell the good people about your gin company, because you gave me a bottle back in the day, and I did. And I have it with me.
I have mine with me too. Look at this.
Now, do you have a cocktail you particularly like to make with your Aviation gin?
I like to drink gin and soda, a little bit of lime. Except I'm lying about the soda part. It's straight gin. I just say soda so people don't worry about me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing about that's the nice thing about a clear liquor.
Right?
No judgment.
Yeah, this could be alkaline water for all anyone knows.
All right, hold on. There you go.
Sorry, that was rude of me to sip before you.
No. I'm still. I need to do this in a civilized way.
Right. Oh, wow, you have crushed ice and everything. My God, all the comforts.
Now, you and Blake have actually done some wonderful work charitably so far in response to the coronavirus pandemic. Tell the people what you've done in ways they might be able to help as well.
Well, I'm not really in the business of telling people what to do necessarily, but I do think it's incumbent upon, those who can give back to do so, particularly in a time like this. People, they're struggling to pay rent, they're struggling to buy food, and food, I think, is a national security issue, and pretty much, treating people in this country with dignity and respect, that's part of the integrity of democracy. So I just felt it important, and Blake felt it very important to give back. So yeah, we made a pretty sizable donation to food banks in both Canada and the United States. And
You
then
donated $1
yeah.
million to food banks in the United States and Canada, and $400,000 to New York hospitals. And you're giving back with your companies, Aviation Gin and Mint Mobile. How does Mint Mobile giving back? You have a mobile phone company?
I loved Mint Mobile. I used it for a year before I bought the company, and it's, $15 a month, and you get the same service everybody else is paying, 65 or $100 a month for. So it just made sense to me. And particularly in times like this, it's something we're able to give back a little bit there too. We're able to give everybody free data. Having access to telecommunications in a time like this is an essential service. So yeah, it was important to us to do something there. I think most companies, if they can, need to be doing something. They need to be giving back in some way at a time like this. So.
Hold that thought.
Nice. Wow, you're professional. Absolute professional. Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a young Tom Cruise behind the bar there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You look like the owner of the gin company. You're the owner of Aviation Gin, not me. I'm drinking in a half-assed tumbler.
I do. I have a physique that lends itself to drinking.
Right?
Yes. I come pre-dissipated. You look too healthy to
That's-
own a gin company.
That's the quarantini you've made there, I see. It's a
Now,
nice.
tell me about your native Canada. How are things up there? Do you know what's going on with the quarantine and the spread of the coronavirus up there?
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, they're suffering from similar issue. I mean, this is obviously a global pandemic. It's a similar issue over there. I talked to somebody the other day it was shocking to me because they sort of said that, they sort of felt like it's pneumonia. They're like, oh, this coronavirus, it causes pneumonia. Pneumonia is not that big a deal, but like, I can kind of speak to that. I mean, like, I could tell you a tiny little anecdote about my father, who was a very, very strong guy. He was a boxer and an ex-cop, and like, just like a tough man, and just this absolute, inexhaustible wellspring of stories. A lot of them involved idiocy. A lot of them were, some of them were kind, some of them were compassionate, but a lot of them were about idiocy. I remember my dad, he dragged a stump out of the backyard using a Buick, and of course the stump won. I remember him using a metal shovel to free an active lawnmower. That's
What do you
literally
mean?
using a shovel. Yeah, it was stuck.
Free and
Yeah,
active
it,
lawnmower?
it had ground down on the lawn, and he took a shovel to sort of free this thing. I remember watching him climb into his own septic tank. I saw him use a chainsaw when he was suffering from late stage Parkinson's disease, and a bunch of other things, pouring gas and burning leaves. He punched out my little league coach. But I'll tell you what killed him: pneumonia. Pneumonia got him in the end. So pneumonia is very serious. It can take out the toughest of us, and it certainly got my dad. So coronavirus is a serious thing, and I keep like seeing, particularly younger people, talk about it like it's not really their problem. And my God, it's their problem. There are some beloved people who have compromised immune issues. There's elderly people that are beloved that we love, not just in show business but in real life too. And we got to do all we can. So yeah, scary times, but we're going to get through this somehow.
I understand you've also
Yep.
tried to help service industry workers, people in bars and restaurants who don't have any work right now and who always sort of are dependent upon their tips. They have no customers now. You and Blake have also helped them.
Yes, yeah. Blake and I wanted to give back to bartenders, people in the service industry who they're actually some of the hardest hit in this crisis. So yeah, for Aviation Gin started a tab for 15 grand in the United States and for 10 grand in Canada, but that's not the real thing. Is that 30% of every bottle sold, the proceeds of every bottle go to the United States Bartenders Guild. And they are there to help out of work bartenders. And, it's an amazing organization and a huge opportunity to give back. And it's something that we're extremely proud of. So.
Were you ever in the service industry? You were ever a waiter or a bartender?
Oh, hell yes. I worked at two different restaurants. I worked at a place called the Royal Vancouver Yacht Club growing up in Vancouver, Canada.
That's
and
very
I worked,
Tony. That's very Tony.
Very fancy is what it really was. And what a place. I worked at a grocery store from midnight to 8 a.m. So I did that for almost 2 years. So I have a huge affinity for those people right now that are stocking those shelves and making sure that every household has food on the table. And that's
We owe so much to those people right now. Give it up for the
massive.
the grocery store workers right now.
Working in the service industries and working at a grocery store midnight to 8 a.m., I think those jobs taught me more about working in Hollywood than almost anything I've ever done.
How so?
You know, well, because Hollywood, you work with a lot of people that are, not necessarily accountable. There's a tremendous flexibility with people who, you could show up a week late and they'll just clap once you get to set. So I think working those jobs, they taught me a real kind of steadfast accountability. I always sort of felt like if I'm 5 minutes early, I'm already 10 minutes late. And I'm telling you, that's like half of the good things that have come to me have been about being super and hyper accountable. And that also creates infuses some gratitude for the position that you're in, and understanding the position that you're in is sort of a fleeting thing. It doesn't last. And so, those jobs taught me a lot. I mean, working at Safeway, working at that bar, working at the Royal Vancouver Yacht Club. Yeah. If you're 15 minutes late, you're fired. So,
everyone should work as in the service industry at some point. Then know how to be nice to people who work in the service industry, and you really learn what it's like to do a job where you cannot answer in kind.
No,
someone can be incredibly to you, and you go,
yes,
all right, let me take care of that for you.
Yep. You're just gonna smile, and when half of your more than half of your income is coming from tips. So you're beholden in a certain way that you just don't find in any other industry. So I have such huge respect for people that work in those industries. I'm always careful when I'm around them to make sure that I see them and know that they're appreciated. But crazy time.
Ryan, we have to take a little bit of a break, but please don't go anywhere, because we'll be right back with more of this cocktail. Stick around.